Let's have Summer. Can you give me a rundown of what happened last time, please?
Well, started off shit. Weird, creepy, whiz-crack shadow thing attacking Lana. That was great. I like that one. Where am I? Yeah, Clarence was trying to be friends with Eben. No. Absolutely not. Got hit with my ugly stick. I figured out what that one does. And then we split up into groups. Me and Lana went to the northern side, I think. Didn't go well for me. I got a bit distracted by some cats. But we found out that the class was planning to attack the city. And some other really nice things that shall not be mentioned just yet.
Okay, good to know. Yes. Okay. Good. Well established.
Thank you.
Yes, so after the disturbing event of the wind wrecking Summer and Goplana's tent, is there anything you guys or any of you guys would want to do before you decide to sleep?
Well, I think it's safe to say that Summer would probably take guard outside whichever tent Clarence is in.
Lana's gonna go join and warn Clarence to not follow anything, not take anyone's advice. If you dream about anything, don't do it. Just say no. And then sit with Summer for most of the night.
Okay. Do you respond to any of that, Clarence?
I mean, I don't know. Let's find out. Do I know? Do I even know what's going on?
Only from what they've said.
I'm okay. So, why are you guys looking outside my tent?
Just die.
I can't hear any of you because you're very glitchy.
I think Goplana's been on the beer.
Nothing new.
Yeah, Goplana, you sound like a weird, like a warforged.
Nothing.
Right, this is going to be fun. Let's try it because I think there's a lot of people in the main channel. Let's try the sub channel, please.
Hang on.
Sub channel. That should be better, hopefully. Better. Test.
I can hear you fine.
Connection is very low. 55 ms, apparently. Goplana, test.
Hello.
Summer test.
Bonjour.
Hello.
Okay, Clarence. Where is Clarence? Has he not got sub-channel? You must have sub-channel.
I think he started late, didn't he?
I don't think we've used it since he joined us.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, he's put on the thing saying, "Where's the sub channel?"
To be fair, I think the last time he used it was for the Valentine's Day thing.
Maybe.
Okay, that should be better. There he is.
Hey,
Right. Do you want to start that again?
Yeah, just we just it needs to be okay. Just
Can I try and sneak away?
If you really want to.
Yeah, I'm getting paranoid that these two girls are standing outside my tent while I'm trying to sleep.
Okay. Any particular place you're sneaking off to?
Where the animals are.
In the woods.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ha.
Nope.
I'm guessing we're keeping an eye out.
You
Yeah.
you keep an eye out. Yeah. So Clarence, you go to sneak out of the tent, and girls, you can hear like the of the fabric flapping and like trying to unpin the tent from the back end side as you see Clarence on all fours trying to crawl out from the back of the tent.
I've cast minor illusion on myself. It's just a box moving.
Full Metal Gear Solid.
I think. Is anyone stopping me?
Yeah, Lana is.
Okay.
Yeah, they're gonna come drag you back. Like, no, bad, naughty.
Well, don't stand outside my tent. It's weird. I'm a child, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, I need fucking protection.
I don't need protection. I'm a ruddy barbarian.
Yeah.
And I flex my muscles. Err.
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 Err. Here's the deal.
Yeah.
Light a campfire. We won't stand outside your tent, but will you
Yeah.
stay in your tent? I have your assurance because I know what you're like.
Can
You've missed me twice. Once being dragged away, and the second one you was playing with some bears.
will you let me play with your cat, like with the cat later? And if you do, I promise I'll stay where I am. If I can play with the cat later.
Fine.
Or can we get me a cat of myself for me? When we go back to town, can I have a cat? Can we get a cat? Please, can we get a cat? Can we get a cat? Let's get a cat.
Absolutely, we can get
Can I have
you
a
all the
cat?
fucking cats you want.
There's no need to swear.
Okay then.
Jirak's gonna poke his head out of his tent and say, "You know, cats are like solitary hunters, right? So the chances of us getting any more than 2 cats and them getting along is getting like the chance of them liking each other is lower by the minute." I've already seen
fucking
Evan and Kate give each other some rough looks.
Can I get a puppy then?
Oh
Can I get a
my
puppy?
God.
100%, that'll be absolutely fine.
Yes! Puppy!
Oh God.
I'm asleep. I've already gone to sleep.
Okay. So you just go to sleep, yeah? That's fine. Okay.
Yeah.
Fine. Do you reckon anything before you sleep now?
I think I spend a bit too much time fawning over my new breastplate,
Okay.
and spend a bit too much time debating whether or not I can sleep in it. Decide not to, and then go to bed.
Okay. Good to know. So, yeah.
Sorry, Nick.
Yes.
Nick. Before I go to bed, I say a small prayer.
Okay. What's your prayer?
It's a private thing between me and my deity, and I'd rather not say, if that's okay with you.
Can you like message me it?
No, the reason is because I've got no idea what I'm saying.
Okay.
My improvisational skills are not that great.
Think about what you might want to say to your deity, because it's important as the prayer.
Okay.
And type it to me if you like. Okay, so
Clarence the Bible basher.
Except ironically, he's not bashing a Bible unless you count hitting it
I'm
on
not.
someone's head as bashing the Bible.
Not yeah, I'm not. Why do you reckon I'm getting a Bible infused into a maul?
Oh boy.
Sorry, continue.
So yeah, okay. Sleep succumbs you, and before you know it, day breaks. You each exit as you wake from your tents. The rain eases off to a small light mist. You begin to pack up your things, and as you look around, you notice that Shael is missing.
Well, fuck. If it's not one of us, it's another.
Any ideas? Thanks, you're sharing a tent.
I mean, he's done this before, and we've managed to find him again. Or he came to us, more like.
Yeah, I mean, he does. Our group has a tendency to just sort of travel whenever they wish. And I look very pointedly at Lana. So I think, honestly, he's I don't want to buff him up too much, but he's not here, so I think we're okay. I think he's probably the most dangerous member of our group. In out of game terms, he can cast level 3 spells, and he's got an AC of 25 whenever he fucking wants. So I think he'll be fine.
I mean,
Okay. So you shrug it off. It's not a big deal that he's missing. Okay.
All the information he had on wyverns was also known by the rest of our group, right?
Goplana had wyvern.
Okay. Cool, yeah. I didn't know if he read up on them as well while we're in the library.
He read, but yeah, you've got Goplana for the wyverns. So you continue your journey. The road ahead, you find yourselves to the closest point nearest to the Gut Shadow Mountain. Before you have no choice but to look for a gap in the woods. If you each roll a perception check for me, please. As the forest is quite dense, it's a bit tricky to navigate. Clarence, have you got your prayer ready?
Yeah, I'm writing it at the moment.
I assume you're not actually poison spraying anyone.
Perhaps.
Sorry, I don't actually know why that's going. I've not pressed anything.
I'm looking straight down on my breastplate. I keep bumping into trees and stuff.
Okay. Do you want to post what you've got so far, Clarence? Just so
I've almost finished. I'm doing the sign off.
Signed, your dearly beloved.
Oh, okay, it's there. Okay. Okay. So, each of you, first summon, you see, you work out a footpath up a part of a hill up into the wood area, because the road kind of slopes up into the woods, so it's a bit difficult to terrain to navigate by any regular means, but you manage with your perception to find a nice sort of stepping stone space where you as a monk can navigate quite easily.
Nice.
Where the forest is quite dense, you all are looking around. Clarence, you see like this almost whitish like orb of light that sort of wheezes its way from the tree line. No one else can really see this, but your vision is really bright.
What's this?
And as it comes closer, you feel the warmth in your body, and you hear, "This way, my child." And
Hello?
you see as you look up and the light kind of fades off, it's almost like you're looking at trees folding back on one another as several of the trees kind of part or seem to part. It's almost like an illusionary kind of, like the magic eye books that you get, and the longer you stare at it, the more you can see the pathway visible. That you get that from this aid of this entity or being.
Oh my god, I'm tripping. Hello? Who's there? Who's that? Hello?
Goplana, you will see as Clarence is reacting to something and looking into the wood tree line, you can see some of the roots moving, like weaving and parting, separating, and you can see like this guided entrance in the direction that Clarence is responding to.
Oh, that's fucking weird. You're right.
Trees aren't meant to do that, are they?
Oh.
Well,
moderate
shit.
budget.
It's okay. I walked on. Wait, do I feel like at ease with this, or is this freaking me out?
No, this is like heavy duty stuff. This is this is good news.
This is because this is. I'm not freaked out or anything. I'm kind of accepting
this
it.
Is
and
good stuff. Yeah.
I will just walk straight towards it.
Clarence,
God.
Clarence, are you sure it is actually who you think it is?
No, but there's only one way to find out.
I don't. No. Stop that.
Come back.
Rewind.
Summer is gonna just run towards him and just grab him.
I'm gonna
Just
shake her up.
No.
At least let us come with you if you're gonna walk off to your death.
And Clarence is gone. I'm running.
God, this kid is an arsehole.
But we are all faster than you by a country mile.
No, you're not. No, I don't think. Are you?
You have 25 foot.
35.
Oh shit! Do you have barbarian bonus speed?
Yeah, bitches.
That's not good. Kegger's faster than you. Kegger, get him!
Minor illusion. There's a tree in the way. Kegger's confused.
Oh fuck! It's an intelligence roll to see if you can see through an illusion. Yeah, she just what the fuck? She does that thing when you put something on top of a cat's head and they sort of just the head goes backwards and they move side to side. She just does that. I'm gonna just before he's out of sight, I would like to hunter's mark him so I can track where he.
I'm not going out of sight. I'm just.
Yeah, but we don't know if the trees are gonna snap shut behind you.
Oh, okay. Oh, sweet.
Right.
Well,
I shout behind me. I've got this.
As you run off, you find yourself navigating through it's an unused wooded pathway, like a walkway. The trees are kind of parted in a way that makes it navigatable through these woods, and you come to a split in the road. It goes off to the left and off to the right.
Yep. Are there any Y-shaped twigs?
Go ahead and roll a investigation check. Not really much in the way of twigs. I mean, you find a very, very thin, bendy like twig that's got a little bit of a Y on the very, very end of it. But
Can I start dousing with it?
go ahead and roll me a nature check or survival check. Survival check. You begin to try, and it does like seem to like bend and move. Likelihood is it's just the wind.
I'm still going to follow it.
Okay. I mean, it kind of just drifts left a bit, and then goes right a bit, and then left again, and then right again. It's not really depicting a singular direction. It kind of isn't making up its mind.
That's what Clarence does then. Until I guess till they catch up with me.
Okay.
Right, Clarence.
Yeah.
I'm going to get out a piece of charcoal or like a bit of mud off the floor or something, and draw an eye on like the back of a copper coin, and give it to him and say, right, this is a special magic Ioun coin. Eye is heads and the other side is tails. You can use that to solve all your problems from now on, and it'll be a bit more definitive.
I saw my dad do this though, and it worked for him.
Exactly.
Papa was good with dowsing. Okay, so flip a coin. So there's no D1. Okay, 1, 2. 1, 2, we go left. 3, 4. Left.
Can you like not sprint?
I've sprinted.
Oh boy.
Okay, not to try and lose them. I'm just excited.
A little ways up this track, this trail, the road seems to split again, left and right.
Oh, sorry. Like I'm like chasing this glowing orb.
No. So the glowing orb came to you, at you, brightly, and faded, revealing the pathway. So the orb's not there. You just heard the voice and this light come at you.
Okay. So yeah, I'm following the path.
Okay. So it splits off again a little ways up the road, left and right. You guys might want to move your tokens closer to where Clarence is if you're following him.
Come on, guys. It's this way. You got to follow me. I know what I'm doing. I totally got this.
Oh boy.
Trust me.
Oh, you can't use the arrow keys to move your tokens on isometric. Oh boy.
Sorry.
That's all right. I just was wondering why arrow keys weren't doing anything. Who's that? All right, it's you. Thought it was some other green geezer.
Okay, so again, as I say, the road splits off into another left and right pathway. Which pathway would you like to choose?
So what do I see? What are the pathways doing?
One carries on straight ahead,
Mm-hmm.
and it kind of veers off to the left. So veers off to the right a little bit further up the way, but then there's like a gap in the tree line by you that goes off to the left. So it goes left and right again, essentially.
Okay. Are there any paths or anything?
Only the path, only the trail that you're currently on. There's no like concrete or stone pathway.
But does it look like it's like been travelled or anything?
Not really. Not only by like wildlife, perhaps.
I flip the coin.
Okay.
Keep going up this way.
Straight.
Oh, it's not my thing's not working. That one.
Cool, don't want to do that. Oh no. I've drawn a line and I didn't. Oh, bollocks. Oh, everything's just crashed. Fuck. Just bear with me, guys, because my Roll20 is rebooting itself.
What?
This is going to be fun. Okay. So the road carries on for maybe about an hour, and as you are making this journey, off in the distance from behind you, you hear the noises of a very strange, like, call, way off in the distance, like back from where you came, and it was like, ooh, 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 ooh.
Do I recognise the sound?
Nature check.
May I do that? And I don't know if I'll have advantage because I don't know if it's a beast or not. But
Go for it.
oof.
You, as far
If
as
it's a beast, I got a 12. If
yeah,
it's not, I got 11.
no, you think it's a bird of some sort, but you're not sure.
Big bird.
But as you seem to be leading the charge there, Clarence, could you roll me a perception check, please?
With pleasure. Clarence is away.
Okay. As you seem to like jollily bounce up the pathway, do you make a dexterity saving throw as you hear a
Oh god.
Okay, 1 second. Is this an effect I can see?
You don't see it until it happens. You hear it first.
Okay. 15.
Ooh. just miss. Okay. So, as you kind of bounce up the road, you hear the sound of like something clicking into place as from the
Everyone
ground,
down! Get down!
from the ground rises like
We're under attack! Get down!
several spires of like wooden spikes out of the ground.
Oh shit!
Fuck.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.
Is it a fucking punji pit?
You take 8 points of piercing damage. There, Clarence. As a concealed pit of spikes is revealed in the road. Or the path, should I say.
Nothing. But can someone help me out, please? Hello?
Oh,
Can
sorry.
Can someone help me out? I'm in a hole with spikes.
Really good. How did you?
Well, someone hid it so that I'd fall in it, and I did.
I've got a rope in my pack. I'm gonna throw it down to him.
So you just throw the rope down to him, or you like
No,
tie it to
I'm
something
holding
first?
one end of it.
Okay.
Can someone help? I've got the strength of -2.
Yeah, I'll help.
Right, what did I miss?
Well, I'm only tiny.
Who's dead?
Not dead, but in a concealed pit with spikes.
Ah, so it was a punji pit. Okay.
Yeah, you managed to pull him out with the aid of a rope and.
Okay, guys. Someone's hiding spike pits in here, so be careful. I just fell down one and gave myself an owie.
Are you 100% sure
Yes,
that it was
I literally just
Ian
fell down one.
speaking? That it was Ian speaking to you when you were summoned into the woods?
Sorry?
Well, I mean, I assume you are assuming that this spectral voice that is summoning you into the woods is your goddess.
Well, I fucking hope so at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, something about the fact that you just went straight into a spike pit is making me think that might not be the case.
No, but knowing Mistress works in mysterious ways, she's testing me. I failed, but there's going to be more tests. And I'll pass because I'm amazing.
I mean, I respect the
I was just gonna look at
positivity.
words. Right, what's your plan now then?
But knowing Mistress doesn't have plans, she has actions.
That's not true.
I know, but
She very much like plans. Yeah, I think Jirak says that under his breath, but it doesn't have the heart to tell him.
So you carry on?
yeah.
Sure.
Clarence, maybe this time, like, don't sprint. I give Clarence my quarterstaff that I have, and say, just like, have you ever seen a blind man walk down the street?
Can I just ready run off?
Oh, fuck's sake. Wait, is he still tied to the rope?
Guys, tell me.
Honest.
Yeah, get like a child time, just yank him backwards.
I'm okay with that.
Look, I give him a quarterstaff and say, look, just like tap this on the ground in front of you. And that way, if another spike pit opens up, you will be able to see it before you fall in it, rather than while you're falling into it.
But that's so slow. We need to run ahead, Get there quickly.
Would you rather get there?
Mm.
Would you rather get there slowly or get there dead?
I want to get there as fast as I possibly can. But that
Okay,
means
but you want to get
that
there,
means I
which
get
is
there
the.
dead. I get there dead.
Do you have any healing potions?
I'm not giving them to him. He needs to learn.
So, as you carry on up the road, you can, if you like, roll a perception check if anyone needs checking for traps.
I don't think Clarence is. Would he? Would he check for? I mean, yeah, he's got a flat intelligence of 10, so he's not an idiot. 16 perception.
And you travel for about an hour. You don't seem to come across any traps that you detect. It seems relatively safe. You are a little more deeper into the woods by this point, however. And yet again, the road splits left and right.
I think at this point, Clarence will turn to Jarek and just say, Jarek, I'm tired. Can I ride Kegger?
Yes, please, for the love of God. And I say to Kegger, and say, even if he kicks, do not run.
Okay.
Right. And I say, may I borrow your magical Ioun coin?
No, because it only works when I do it.
Of course. How could I be so foolish?
We're going right.
We are going right. And I walk beside Kegger, tapping the floor in front of where we're walking, with the non-pointy end of my spear, just making sure there's no more spike pits.
Sure thing.
Onward, trust is need!
So, if you want to move... Let's see if I can do it. Oh no, that doesn't work at all.
Now, I'm not being funny, but I think the whole Clarence riding Kegger thing might actually be a really good strategy.
I think we should definitely get a mount. Get like a saddle. I'm saying this in character. Like,
Okay.
Jarek, I think we should definitely get a saddle. I can put things in it. It's got pockets.
I don't know how well she'll react to that.
Kegger loves it. Look at her.
Continuing on. Oh God. Can we see anything down this path? Like,
Off into the distance, yeah. I mean, it kind of goes off, and it goes to the point where it almost fades out of view. But the tree cover is a lot more dense, so it's actually getting darker here. Even though it's around midday, it's much darker.
Is this at all the direction that we were meant to be travelling to get to the Wyverns?
You just before like this point, you can see the peaks of Gat Shadow Mountain, so you know that the general direction is right, but it's kind of hard to judge if it's left, if it's right a bit, because the beaten path has sort of weaved you in and out of this wood area, and it is quite dense. But it's the most direct route to the part of the Gat Shadow Mountain that would have been mentioned, that is a known area for wyvern or scaled tyrants to reside.
Okay.
But as it gets darker, the further into this area you go, Go ahead, each of you, and roll me a perception check, please.
Does anyone not have dark vision?
I've got no idea. I do.
So, as you each are walking through, Jirak, the floor seems to have like a shimmer to the dirt. It's almost like dewy, and
I'll stop everyone.
You go to stop everyone,
Fuck.
and as you do, Summer kind of steps off to the side a little bit, and you hear a
Ah, fuck.
and Summer, as you lift or attempt to lift your foot, the like this stringy, shimmery white, like substance, like sticks to the heel of your shoe, and it's almost frayed like string.
Ah, shit. I assume Jirak knows exactly what this is, being a beast specialist.
Is it poop?
I think it's spider web.
Oh no 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 no.
We're in Fangorn Forest, boys. All right. I immediately, upon seeing Summer get stuck and seeing the shimmer on the floor, I spear back to business end on front and do the charge prepare thing, and I'm going to scan the area above and see if there's anything. I won't say watching, but if there's anything like lurking in the treetops.
Yeah, you can go ahead. You don't have dark vision, do you?
I believe I do, but Kega doesn't.
Okay. Well, in that case, you can have a regular perception check or investigation check, because you're investigating if there's something.
Oof, 9.
What's your passive?
Passive investigation is 11.
Okay. So let me place you. That did not work how I wanted it to the back. Let me place Summer where she is, and you where you all are, without you seeing. And let's reveal. So you don't see anything instantly, but Summer seems to shift a little bit more, and you begin to hear the sound of rustling and the
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I'm, unless otherwise stated, I'm just constantly in the charge preparation stance.
yeah.
So if anything jumps me, I can jab it.
I stand on Kega's back.
I think Kega's right behind me because she's. Is it dark light or dim light here?
It's relatively dark.
Okay, because she's got. Let me check. Advantage on smell perception checks, but she's pretty perceptive, but I don't think she doesn't have actual dark vision, so she's probably mostly blind, which is worrying. All right, form up, gang. Back to back to back.
You try and focus on your surroundings as this noise becomes louder and louder. As you kind of focus, you can see a large, almost like tree-like shape in this darkness, and you begin to see these large black figures with long, like pointy legs crawling down from the trees.
Oh no.
So first of all, your charge action, I believe.
Yes. So when it moves within 5 feet of me,
Okay.
I get an extra 1d8 piercing on the attack that I make, and I assume this is a beast spider, not a
Yeah,
demon
it is.
spider.
So I'll go from here, which
Oh,
will allow
Jesus
you to have
Christ.
your charge.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of them.
Yep, as they all kind of crawl down from the webbing.
Okay. Yeah. 23.
23 will hit.
Okay. 16 points of piercing damage,
Okay.
and then I believe that uses my reaction. I think. Sorry, let me double check because I don't get to use it very
You're
much.
right, but I could be wrong.
Bonus action to receive a charge. If a target comes within reach, I get an it's an opportunity attack. So it's just that's my reaction, and then
Yep, no
I
worries.
shout everyone that like shit's going down.
No worries. In that case, you all roll initiative, please.
Oof, poor Koga.
Jirak, you're up.
Lovely. Okay. I think I'm just gonna lay into the one that I've already stabbed.
Okay, sounds good.
I will actually bonus action. I'm gonna Hunter's Mark it first, and it's no longer a charge. I assume it's still a beast.
Yes, it
25
is.
to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Yeah, 13 points of piercing damage. And
Okay,
I
that one.
don't think I'm going to move anywhere.
That one does. You do manage to plunge at it, and it kind of you hear like this, and its legs kind of go stiff.
Nice. If it stops twitching, then I will move. But if it still looks like it's alive, then I'm going to stay where I am.
No, it most certainly looks like it's dead.
Okay. Then I will 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. So, I appear to be underneath the ground. But I'm going to shuffle on over to the next nearest one.
Hold on, I can bring you forward. Oh no, maybe not. Balls. Back. There you go. Okay. Got Polana then.
Right, Lana's going to run over here, about 30 foot to be here. Saying nope, 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 nope. She hates spiders, not about this life. And what have I opened that flex? Spider's web is flammable, right?
I believe so. Not entirely sure. Let's have a look. It is flammable, yes.
Wonderful. She's gonna get Flame Blade out. And then just touch it against the web and hope for the best.
Okay.
And
What
it's
does
still doing
your
that.
what does the flame do? 1d6 worth of damage. Okay. Is it a save or is it
Target takes 3d6 fire damage on a hit.
okay?
Hmm.
Let's say for the first turn, it will begin the fire 10 feet. You're not quite within 10 feet, but it will spread. So 10 feet, it begins. The web begins to set on fire. It does no damage at this stage.
I don't have a turn, do I? Or do I? I don't know.
That's your turn, is it? Is that your action? That's your action.
Would my action be putting the sword onto the web?
Yeah, I guess so, because it's almost like you're attacking something. You're attacking the floor.
That's good. And on my turn.
Spider. So this spider will try and avoid the flame as much as possible.
Let's see you try, bitch.
This one will come closer. You can't quite get there. You go there. So, two at Summer, one at Jurek. Actually, it'll be two at Jurek, one at Summer, because Jurek's attacked one already. So they see you as a threat. One of
So
those.
they should.
One of those. One of those. So. Does a 24 hit?
Yep.
That's 10 points of piercing damage.
Mm-hmm.
You need to make a... That really helps. I think it would be Constitution saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
You take 8 points of poison damage.
8 points of poison damage.
And if that hit, then the web also hits, as the other one fires. That didn't do anything there, so I don't know why that's an attack. Can I try that again? No, it's not going to do anything there. Make a strength. Strength saving throw, I think. DC 12.
Okay, strength save. Send it.
You are restrained as the second one spurts its web at you. You're now covered in this white, icky goo webbed substance.
I don't like it.
Also
I don't
now,
like it.
You're now currently susceptible to being set on fire, just so you know.
I think when the poison kicks in, I think he has like a sudden like Vietnam flashback to the poison of the dragon, and all of a sudden he goes, "Oh shit, this isn't good," and then it like immediately starts struggling. He does not like this at all.
And the third one goes to bite its pincers into your chest there, Summer. However, it seems to just scrape across like some of your clothing, your robe there. So you managed to miss that, fortunately for you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, also, just so you know, my AC is 19 now with the breastplate.
Okay, good to know. Should really change. Not that I can. Okay, Summer, your turn.
I'm gonna go for this one with my quarter staff.
Okay.
Try bash it over the head. 26.
Nice.
And oh, nice. 10 points of damage.
And that's this one, yeah?
Yeah. And then I'm gonna hit it again.
Mm-hmm.
20.
Okay, yeah, hits.
Another 10.
Give it 2 swings with your quarterstaff, each side of the head. Whack, whack. Yeah, anything else from you?
And then as my bonus attack, I'm just gonna sort of try and like drop kick it.
Okay, go make your unarmed strike.
No.
9 misses.
God damn it.
You kind of go to lift your foot to kick, and you kind of your foot goes like about 4 inches off the ground, and then just snaps back to the ground.
Righto.
Didn't do your stretches this morning.
Spiders everywhere.
I'm gonna run into the middle with
Onto
a
the web, yeah.
hammer. I can't hit them unless I'm on the web.
Okay.
Can I use this spider as a bridge to hit this spider?
You want to try and climb the spider?
Climb the dead spider to stay off the web.
Go ahead and roll a dexterity check, I guess.
Meh.
Move that and move you forward, and then put that way. Yeah, sure. You managed to climb onto it using some of its legs as like aids to get you to where you need to be. Yep, you're within melee range of the other spider.
Well, I will use my bonus action to rage.
Okay.
And then I will hit him with my recklessly hit him with my warhammer.
Go ahead.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
No, you swing down, and it kind of realizes and kind of just maneuvers its body out of the way a little bit, and you just kind of hit the ground a little bit. Luckily for you, the hammer didn't seem to stick to the webbing.
Well, I'm gonna do that again. $23.
Okay, that'll hit.
For 12 points of damage.
Nice. Yeah, you kind of like realizing it moved quickly. You kind of go for a second one. This time you kind of like almost like fake it. It like weaves, and then you just smash straight down on its skull, like where its head would be, and just see the front end of where all its like mouth and saliva is just kind of scatter across the patch of webbing on the floor.
Is he dead?
He's dead.
I killed him! As I continue movement, can I then jump to this one that I've just killed?
Go ahead and roll a dexterity check. Be a little higher this one because you're jumping off of one onto the other. No. So you go to jump off of the spider onto the one you've just killed, and you slip and you land on the webbing.
Summer! Help.
No.
Kegger.
Okay. Kegger doesn't like fire. Very much so doesn't like fire. So the fire is this way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to roll an intelligence check for Kega to see if she does the logical thing or the animal thing. Intelligence. Hey. Okay, yeah, she's going to run over and try and get Jirek out of the web.
Okay.
So they have like a set amount of hit points, if I remember correctly. She's going to try and like slash away with her claws at the webs holding Jirek in place.
Okay.
So is that an attack or to make the strength check like on my behalf?
Go and make the strength check on your behalf. Sure.
Okay.
Why not?
Strength. Ooh, nice.
Yeah. Yeah, you managed to. You pull it, and Kega swiped with her claws, freeing you from the web.
Nicely done. Thank you very much, Kega. And I believe that is her turn as well, she didn't maul me, so she doesn't get a bonus action to try and bite me as well.
Okay. So then it's your turn then, Jirek.
Right. So which was the one that bit me? Is it the one on the left?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna fucking stab that bitch in the face. Spear. Hua.
Nice.
Fuck yeah. How much? 21, 29, 32 points of damage.
It's dead.
Woo! I stab it and pull pole vault off it, so I'm no longer in like the bit of web that I was attached to.
So as you kind of like stab at it with your spear down in between like its neck and its admin, you go to pull out your spear, and like the top half of its like head is still on the tip of your spear, and it's like dripping down this spider ichor down your spear.
Juicy. Right. I make a note to myself to keep that for later because we can cook the spiders.
Mm-hmm.
And then as a bonus action, I am going to second wind and get a couple of hit points back because the last round hurt a little bit. So
you're currently poisoned, just so you know.
The poison condition. I thought it was just poison damage. So that is like you just don't regain hit points.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Then I think. Would Jirek know that? I assume Jirek would know that. I don't know. I don't think he has anything to. There's any way to cure his poisoning. Okay, yeah, he will grin and bear it for the time being. And that's my turn.
As it's got Blana's go, so currently the fire was. Let's see if I can actually draw this or not. The fire started 10 foot, so there. That's where it started. It has now increased to there. How much damage was the fire damage there, Kaplana?
3d6.
3d6.
Thank you.
So.
Fire starter. Just did that.
Clarence, you take 14 points of fire damage.
Great.
And Goplana, it's your turn.
I'm going to freeze a little bit by here. 1 second. Sorry, my flatmate. And then I'm going to shoot This one bit here with my arrow. I kill him with a wager.
You pull off. You release the arrow from your short bow, and it into the distance.
That's going to be end my turn, and I'm going to go deal with my bloody flatmate.
No worries. So the spiders. One will draw a purple line because he wants to. Will come closer to you, Summer. The other will crawl round to the back of you, Jirak. And we will have 1 bite, 2 bite, 1 bite. So, Jirak, 7 miss. Summer, does a 22 hit?
Shit, yeah.
So can you make a Constitution saving throw for me, please? Ooh. You take 4 points of piercing damage, and as the bite enters your chest area, you feel like a pulsating, burning sensation as you take 8 points of poisoning damage, and you're currently poisoned.
Brilliant.
And the second is a 10, which fails. So the one that shot a web at you before, Jirak, tries to do it again. This time you can see its admin like pulsate as if to give a charge, but nothing comes out.
Ah, bitch. 2 middle fingers up, and then cough up a little bit of blood.
Okay, Summer, your turn.
Which
Yeah, that's the one.
Cause you go fucking get it, bitch. I'm gonna hit it with my core staff.
Ooh, 13 misses just.
I'm gonna attack again. Turn it
22.
9 points of damage.
Gonna have to move him over there because I can't click him. What was that? 9 points.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I spend a 5.
Yeah, 19 I'll do it.
Yeah.
20 I'll do it. Yep. 4.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it gives like a bit of a at you as it clearly is in a lot of pain. Clarence, you need to do a strength saving throw, DC 12, I believe.
22.
Yeah, you kind of get yourself released from this webbing, and you like free yourself up enough that you clamber on top of the spider that you killed.
Shit, that was hot. Could I get to this spider here, or is it?
Yeah, you could probably get there. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be. It seems to be just on the boundary of the webbing. So.
Was it my action to get off the thing?
I would say so. Yes.
Okay, so I can't really do anything.
No bonus action.
I'm just gonna have a look. Well, no, because I can only attack twice if I attack the first time.
Sure, no worries.
But I will go deeper in. Hold on. I will go deeper into my rage
Okay.
and attack as a bonus action.
Okay. Does that give you a point of exhaustion, does it?
Only when I stop raging.
Okay. Yeah. Good to know. Okay, yeah.
9 points of.
Yeah. Give it a good old thwack as this spider is trying to devour your friend Jurak.
I got you, Jack. Don't worry. I got you back.
Thank you very much.
It's all right. It's what
Cough
friends
up
are
more
for.
blood.
It's what friends are for. We're friends, right? Yeah, we're friends.
Yeah, I changed my 2 middle fingers to 2 thumbs up.
Yay.
Kega.
Right. Kega is going to, I think. If she moves around this way, will she get an attack of opportunity from that? The 2 spiders above.
Yes.
Okay. Then she will stay put and lash out at the one directly north. Versus beasts, she's going to try and bite it.
15 will hit.
Lovely. 10 points of damage. Yeah, unfortunately, she didn't get a run up, so she doesn't get to do all the cool stuff. But yeah, I think she's happy with that. That's her turn.
No worries. Okay. Jurak then.
Then Jurak is going to stab at the one that Clarence is currently dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
You steal Clarence's kill, he's going to get very angry.
Oh, wait, I meant to have Hunter's Mark and Beast. Let me roll another d6.
Just right, give me the thing.
Okay, 7 plus 6, 13, but 15 points of damage.
Yeah, this one again similar to the one you saw Summer attacking. This one kind of gives like a bit of
Nice.
like you can see like oozing ichor out of the side of its face and behind its like neckline.
God, spiders are fucking gross. I make sure to like push the spear out of its head like with my foot, so the head doesn't come with it like I did last time. And I give Clarence a big toothy grin.
Okay.
And as I remain, is it the poison? Is it like make another save at the end of each of your turns, or is it just it lasts for a minute or whatever?
It says it lasts for an hour.
Okay, cool. Just...
or even after regaining hit points. There is another condition, but I think it might be a bit too much with the 5 of you, the 4 of you.
Oh, so wait, so you can get rid of the poison by like having a heal done, basically.
No, it says even after regaining hit points. So.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, yeah.
The other condition is that you are paralyzed while poisoned, which I think is a bit too
much. Oh dear.
So I've kind of nerfed that a little bit for today's session. Okay, so is Goplana, are you back?
Yeah.
Okay, so your fire spreads again. Let's see. I will say it does miss Kega because she's not actually in the web, but it does get what was it, 4d
3d6
3d6 1. So the spider, oh hello, the spider dies. You take 10 points of fire damage.
The fuck, bro? I thought we were friends.
Sorry! This year I don't like spiders.
Bruh.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna shoot the other one that's still alive as well.
Okay.
While it's still.
Yep. There's 2 still alive, but that's the one you go for, is it? Yeah.
Yeah, the one I can see on my screen.
Yeah, no worries.
Where's the other one?
Here.
Oh, it's on the tree.
Yeah, he's behind. Well, he's behind the tree, but it's the best way I can get you to see him. 20 hit.
Mm.
7 points. Yeah. Okay. You see, like the arrow just goes straight in the back of its neckline, and it's kind of like sticking out the back of its neck. Okay.
It is just a squeak and then back into the tree line.
The spider will continue to bite at Zirek. 1, and the other one will turn to Clarence. 2, 1, 2. Clarence, what's your AC?
It is 15.
Oh, so the second one does hit. So.
Did I say 15? I meant.
Well, I
Well
rolled
above
a
what you
10 for the first and a 15 for the second. So that's 10 points of piercing damage. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me, Clarence.
Constitution.
Yes, please.
Oh, just.
Yeah, just. So you take the 10 points of piercing damage and 3 points of poison damage, but you do resist the poison effect.
I suck out the poison from where he bit me and spit it back in his face.
Okay. Summer. Summer. Wakey, summer.
Morning. There's just that one left.
There's 2, but that's the one closest to you, yes.
Ah, yeah. I'll just start whacking at this one. Ugh, 10.
10 will miss.
I'll give it another go.
You do realise you're still in the fire?
She's still in the fire.
Oh, yeah.
It didn't stop.
16.
16 will hit.
9 points of damage.
Oh, that's exactly how much it had left.
Nice. I'm also going to move away.
You need to make a strength check.
A strength check.
Yep.
Oh,
DC 12.
where am I? Strength.
That should really be your action, just so you know.
Right.
Don't let her do it. Don't let her.
Get it.
Let her stay in the fire.
Oh,
Well, looks like she's staying in the fire.
god damn it. Ugh.
Okay. Clarence.
Clarence is gonna run over to Summer and pull her out of the fire.
Okay, you take an attack of opportunity.
I do.
A 13.
Does not hit.
Okay. You manage to get away just in time as it reaches out with the last of its health that it's got left in appearance, kind of reaches out and gives you like a snap, but just misses you. You need to make a strength check to be able to pull Summer out.
22.
Yeah, sure thing.
And then, yeah, so I put her out.
Okay.
And then I'm going to run back. And as a bonus action, I'm going to hit him.
Okay.
Recklessly.
Okay, dokie.
22. Loads of 22s.
Yep.
For 8 points of damage.
Yeah, it's more than enough. It had 2 hit points left, so you you turn it to a messy pulp on the floor.
And with that, Clarence collapses.
Okay. The fire is still consuming this webbed area, and with the light of the fire you can see that there's like a really old, withered and darkened, like dead tree that looks to be formed in some sort of like hovel or hut or hole. There's like a small round wooden rickety door off in the distance.
I put out the worst of it with Druidcraft.
You could try, yeah. So what do you do?
Like, you know, with like clear out fires in America, or fires, like they put a like on the edge where it's about to hit.
Okay, yeah. So
Why am I doing that? I'm windwalling it away, like blowing it out.
okay, sure thing. No worries. Yeah, no worries. You see the increasing flame protruding up the way towards the tree. You blow out the fire, and it is now the darkened space it once was. Okay. Everything seems still and quiet. The smell of burnt webbing, cinder. You could see like soot flakes blowing in the air around you.
I fucking hate spiders. Right, who wants to go talk to the witch that lives in the hut in the middle of the forest surrounded by spiders?
We should let it burn.
Should we take a little minute first?
I could do with taking 8 hours.
Yeah, I'm on like 10 hit points.
I'm very sleepy. Can I do a little prayer to the knowing mistress, like just to say, what the fuck? Like, why are you leading me here? You almost killed me. Do you not like me anymore?
Go ahead and roll me a religion check.
I'm sure that isn't the case, Clarence, sweetie. Maybe she's just having an off day.
No response.
I just kind of walk off. I just walk off in a sulk.
Oh dear.
Should we go knock Witchy Poo's door?
After we've all rested up a little bit, I think is a good idea.
If we stay there and they come out,
Then we won't be fighting them in their house, which could be just very bad.
I mean, the doorway that would represent like the entrance is much smaller than you or Summer or Goplana.
I say we wait for Clarence to come back. Because A, he's the one that's going to fit, and B, well, I'm comfortable with most of the members of the group wandering off by themselves, but he does have a tendency to get himself in trouble.
I hear you need me to fit into something. When it comes to tight places, I've got a sixth sense.
Jesus Christ.
Oh boy. I think I might be starting to rub off on him. He's starting to say things that sound like things Jirak would say.
Okay. Do you go up to the door?
Am I being told to go up to the door? Is someone telling me to go to the door?
After we're all healed up, I think is a good idea. Let's take a short rest.
So,
Oh, I would love one.
Give it a little bit.
Have a cup of tea.
Don't.
Nina, can I have a cup of tea? Thanks, babes.
Oh, you lucky bastard.
2 sugars.
My girlfriend's over at fucking Ayia Napa. She can't make me a bloody cup of tea.
My heart bleeds for you.
Oh, shit.
What?
And my kettle's all the way downstairs.
You guys.
Why is my hit dice D4?
What?
With my flatmate, if I want a cup of tea.
It's definitely not meant to be a D4. Oh boy.
Yeah, you might want to fix that.
Where do I just thought it did automatically. I don't think I did anything.
You should usually.
Oh, there we go. Hit die D4. D12.
Go on, I'll let you re-roll that.
Thank you.
Okay. You spend a good part of an hour trying to recalibrate yourselves and get your bearings again, get your breath back. Nothing seems to have happened in this time.
Okay, so do you want me to go through the door? Little old me. All by myself, the small child. Do you want me to go to the door?
Yep. Okay.
If anyone offers you sweets,
Oh, I'm taking it.
start screaming, turn around, and
Stranger
run.
danger! Stranger danger!
Yes, exactly. Yes, you've been taught well. Make sure I make a mental note to tell Shael he's taught his son well.
Okay.
Can I just have a look around the door to see, like, is there any windows or anything?
Were you looking for traps or?
I wasn't looking for traps until you said, am I looking for traps?
Well,
now I'm looking for traps.
Okay, investigation.
No, I wasn't looking for traps. I was looking to see if there's any windows. So
No, there's no sort of like window that you can see from your perspective, and it is quite dark.
What is that noise?
You could spend time walking around the tree to see if you can find a window, by all means.
Yeah, I might do that. Can I climb the tree?
I mean, it's relatively easy to climb. It's almost like a fallen over, like rooted tree. It's got no leaves on it. It looks pretty much dead, but it was most certainly a grand old tree in the past. As you look around, go ahead and roll a perception check. Or you're looking for something in particular, so go ahead and roll an investigation check.
5.
Yeah, no windows that you can find.
Can I knock on the door and shout, "We killed the spiders! It's safe to come out now!"
Sure, that's what you did.
Yep.
No answer.
Jurak, I don't think anyone's home.
I give the door a couple good hard kicks as like a sort of very forceful knock on the door.
As soon as you like go to kick the door, your foot goes through the wood, and the door swings and goes.
With his foot in it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, gang, I think we're being invited in.
That's an invitation.
Going inside?
Fuck it.
After you, Chief.
Am I chief now?
For everyone who enters opposed from Clarence, you all really do have to duck to fit into this space. And as you look around, you swiftly realise that this isn't a witch's home. This is some sort of hoarded creature. There's like small corners and coves that look like something is living in these coves. There's like a good dozen or so sort of bedding set up areas, and there's like a really old, like rusted looking like cauldrony kind of cooking stove area. But a lot of the things that are here seem either like self-crafted and really poorly crafted. You do come across like almost like some sort of overalls for a bottom half of the like one of the creatures that may live here, and it's almost like a piece of rag that kind of just like hides the lower part of the body. You find like twigs that look like they're dressed up, like they have like green, like some sort of green paint of sorts, like on them, and like raggedy clothing on them. They almost look like dolls, but not human looking at all.
Right, well, this isn't like fully like almost doubled over. You say it's like it's Clarence height.
Yeah. You're pretty much, your back is parallel to the ceiling.
Do I recognise anything?
Go ahead and roll a history check, I guess.
Oh, sorry. Well, at disadvantage. 8.
No, nothing rings any. Nothing's ringing any bells for you.
Would the person living here be halfling origin?
It's hard to distinguish at this stage. I mean, you'd have to like really comprehend the area. I mean, maybe looking around, rooting around might give you some more, but other than that, it'd be a history check again, perhaps.
So a history check, and then
well, they're definitely small.
Can I look around for bills?
For
and other letters.
Oh, bills,
like bills.
Letters.
Yeah.
So you just go rummaging around looking for anything that looks like parchment.
Any sort of correspondence, yeah.
You don't find anything for quite a while as Goplana is looking around. Goplana, you pull back like almost like a curtain of one of these coved bedded areas, and you see like a carving of something. It doesn't come to your mind straight away, but you know that this sign or this symbol is in relation to a creature known as a kobold.
Can I take this time to remind you guys that you promised me a...
Do you make it known that this is the home of a kobold?
No, because I know what you're going to do.
This isn't just a home for a kobold. Was a home for many.
I'm gonna not say anything. I'm going to look around a bit, see if we can find anything. And then when we're done, I'm then going to tell Jirak.
Okay. So as you look around, go ahead and roll your investigation checks.
Which one is it? Investigation.
Okay. You find a potion. It's like almost aqua looking in color. It seems to have like bubbles that appear and disappear and appear and disappear again through its liquid. You also find a moonstone and an onyx. So you find that. And you also find a folded up piece of parchment that looks like some sort of scroll.
I'm then going to grab Jirak and point out the carving.
Is the carving of a certain goddess of dragons by any
Religion check,
chance?
please. Oh yes, this is most indeed
Okay,
the
well,
symbol
I don't
of
know how
the
to.
scaled tyrant.
Now, I'm not sure how to put it in the chat, but Jurek is getting out his tinderbox and finding the most flammable thing in the building and saying, I think everyone should leave, and then just like starts to set fire to the house.
Okay. Good to know.
I'm like holding the match above, like, I'm guessing like a pile of greasy rags or something. Like,
yeah, I mean, there's most certainly things that clearly look flammable. There
Yeah.
are like disused torches that are still like concealed with like some sort of oil substance. Or there's rags everywhere. There's plenty of things that are flammable. The building itself is wood, so
Mhm.
it's very dry.
I shout at everyone to leave and then wait until they have all left, and I will not budge from holding this match above the pile of greasy rags, and the second everyone leaves, I'm dropping it and then leaving.
Okay.
Clarence has fallen asleep.
I drag him by the scruff of his... No, Kega grabs him by the scruff of his neck and takes him outside.
I'm still asleep through this.
Okay.
So tired.
So, as everyone leaves and you drop the match and ignite the tree, it quickly blazes into flames.
Why did you burn it?
Scum lived there. Nothing will have come from it but evil.
But how do you know? You didn't.
Whoever lived here was not your friend, and it is not something to be debated.
You're not my dad.
I might not be your dad, but I have just as much knowledge as him and authority, given the fact that he is not here. I am in loco parentis. which is elven, maybe. What's Latin in Tal'Dorei?
Probably Sylvan,
Or,
would it be?
Sylvan, yeah, which is the one thing I know in Sylvan, meaning when your dad's not here, the other adults are in charge. I promise you, nothing would have come from this house but misery. Now let's find a wyvern to kill.
And if you don't stop acting like a little shit, then you won't get the dog.
No. We had an agreement.
Oh, no.
I slept in the tent.
No.
I kept the damn puppy.
No, don't at me right now. If you carry on acting like a little brat, no dog for you. At all. End of.
Jirak is going to try and placate the child. So I can do a thing.
I
I'm
got
a
a kick
ranger.
in the shins.
I can communicate with beasts, and they recognize me as a kindred spirit. As we journey on, can I attempt to track a wolf or like wild dog of some kind, and through sounds and gestures communicate simple ideas? The simple idea being follow little one, don't kill little one.
Are you specifically looking out for hound-like beasts?
Anything that could be considered a dog if you squint.
So anything that has 4 legs, essentially, and a tail.
I mean, 4 legs and barks. Yeah.
Okay.
Badger.
Yeah, I mean, as you travel, most of the wood does seem very quiet from normal wildlife you would expect to see. So, foxes, badgers, squirrels, even birds seem quite scarce in this area.
There's no dogs, and there's definitely no bears. The closest relative to a badger, of course. Yeah, I'm not like going. I don't say I'm not going out of my way to do it, but as we journey on, I'm gonna keep my like if I see like fox prints or like wolf prints or anything of that nature by like the path we're traveling, I will
Well, go ahead and roll
see
a
if I can
nature check.
Nature check.
Just to see if you pick up any markings.
Advantage because I'll be tracking a beast. 16.
As you progress this trail, you do kind of come across an area that there are like scratch marks into like tougher parts of dirt and against like trees. It's extremely difficult to work out what kind of creature has caused these marks, but they're quite abrasive.
All right, I'm gonna keep that in mind. How big are they?
Relatively big.
They're like around hand sized.
Probably bigger.
Okay. How many claws?
3.
Don't want to put you on the spot.
Perhaps.
Okay.
It's hard from the crisscrossing that you see. It's kind of hard to work out, but you guess about 3.
Yeah. Well, I'm doing my utmost to find you a dog, boy, but we are not in dog territory, I'm afraid. I suggest we all keep an eye out for dogs.
So, that being said, and you continue your travel looking out for any form of hound-like creature, the road does split once again to the left and to the right.
Flip the coin.
Going right.
Go ahead and roll me another perception check, please, Jirak, because you're still looking out for claws. Okay. As Clarence points out that the idea is to go to the right, you do see a few scrape marks in the direction that takes you around to the left hand side of the break from where you come round the corner. Instead of the right hand side, the left hand side is showing you these claw marks.
And there's the same ones that were on the tree.
Yeah, they appear to be very similar.
Does Clarence notice? Do I see Clarence seeing the claw marks?
Well, I don't know if Clarence would see them. You'd see them.
Clarence is asleep on Kegger.
Oh, not a problem. I turn to Lana and say, look, I'm going to be honest. There's something like a big fuck off bear nearby. I don't trust it. I think it might be the noise we heard earlier. Like a weird bird wolf thing.
Okay.
I don't know. But I think it's down that way. But this is the way that has been prescribed by the knowing mistress. But he's asleep, so I don't think it matters what we go to, be entirely honest. It just depends whether or not we want to avoid the big thing.
Just remember where you're in the woods.
Trying to go towards the big thing.
We're trying to go towards like wyverns. Wyverns are flying creatures. They live in mountains, not below tree level.
And we avoid.
You're along the left hand side of the trail that you've taken. Is where the peaks of Gat Shadow can be seen.
Okay, right. So that's
you're,
like closer to.
You're almost like the bottom half of like the pits of the mountain. You're like the woods can't be any more than half a mile deep from this sort of space, maybe less than that.
Okay. Well, I mean, objective is clear, and we're approaching like just gone midday at this point, right?
You've gone way past midday now. I would say it is heading to sort of dinner time, sort of time scale now.
All right. Well, I think the best plan of action would be we rest here, or near enough here, so we're still under cover of the trees, relatively obscured. We haven't seen anyone else on this road, apart from those scratches and the scum that was living in that tree.
Mm-hmm.
I think rest here, first thing tomorrow morning. Head up the mountain, find ourselves a wyvern.
And to me, so what do you think?
Yeah. Keep watch.
Yeah. So you set up camp.
I wake Clarence to let him know, like while we're setting up. I think it's more like I don't think it's fair for three of us to set up camp for four people. So I wake Clarence up to make him help us set up camp, and also tell him what the plan is.
Clarence is kind of just grumpy. He's like, "Wait, you woke me up to tell me we're going to."
Jirak knows enough about children that he knows you should wake them up before bedtime because routines are very important for young mind. He will put up with the grumpy.
Just kind of like half asleep. I don't need to go to the toilet.
When you're awake at 3 o'clock in the morning and have absolutely nothing to do except pester us, you will be thankful.
Leave me alone, Dad. Just go.
I think Jirak like like a tear comes to his eye and he like sucks it back over. I'm not your dad. And then like very frantically puts the fire pit together.
Okay. So it takes. Go ahead and roll me a survival check just to see how quickly you can get all set up.
What? Sorry.
A survival check.
Survival.
See how quickly you can get camp set up. Yeah.
I think I have a thing with like something in my background, or it makes me like really good at setting up camp or something. Oh yeah, Wanderer.
Okay.
I can find food, fresh water, and for myself and up to 5 other people. So like we don't have to worry about rations or anything like that. I think that's all they get.
So yeah, it takes you about an hour to set up like a good established camping ground, and are you cooking? Are you cooking a meal, or are you just eating the rations that you have?
I'll
I think
make up some good brews.
Okay.
Jirak goes off to hunt. He's had a stressful day.
Any particular area you're going off to hunt, please, Jim?
Not going towards the mountain. I'm not going to go too far from camp
Okay.
because like something's wrong with these woods. He's not that stupid. He can tell there's next to nothing here, but he's looking for berries like a bird that he can shoot down.
That's
Maybe.
pretty much all you do find is you find some edible flowers that are like growing some like non dangerous mushrooms and such. There's really not any like wildlife that you seem to find. It's almost like there's something here that's kind of diminished the wildlife somewhat.
Right. I come back with an armful of like just random plants. Say, hope we're okay to go vegan for today. Sorry, Kegger. I'm scratching behind the ears and just dump it on the floor.
Okay. So you each mark off your ration, or if Jirak's marking off for everyone. Darkness obviously is falling. You are, daylight is decreasing. Is there anything you guys wish to do before you prep for sleep?
Summer's gonna get some cat training.
Okay. What are you doing?
No, I want to try and get into Blink again.
Okay. How are you doing that?
Just the same way, oh, go at your own pace, cat. You've got this. Meow.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me an animal handling check.
18.
Oh no. I think roll 20 just about to crash on me.
Yep, I got that as well, yeah.
Mine's done that.
Big red error message.
Yeah.
No. Not good. Okay, you say 18?
18, yeah.
Yeah, so you, with the time that you spend and you, like, try and mimic the facial expressions that he created when blinking for the first time, and kind of looks at you a bit confused, and you see like this almost like realization of what you're getting at, like the idea that you're trying to put across, and it kind of squints its nose the same way, like really squints its eyes, and you could see almost like if you could see veins through fur, you could almost like see like this fur vein like pop in the side of its neck, and it shakes its head a little bit, and then gone. Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Teleported 20 feet straight up. You no longer have a pet cat.
Aw. 21.
You look around scarcely, like in a little bit of a panic to begin with. But you look and then you see this like black tail flicking behind this tree. And then you hear a meow.
She's just gonna start cheering, like, yes, cat, go on, cat, yeah.
Comes out of the tree and like rubs itself and like scents across the tree with the glands underneath its neck, and then just like really like proper minces towards you, like shoulders bowing left to right. Okay. Anything else anyone else is doing before they rest?
Nana would like to check her quiver and then read the scroll.
Okay. So the scroll, the one you just found, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so the scroll that just found is a scroll of silence.
Okay.
Sorry, was there anything else she was doing before you rest?
Oh, check my quiver.
Check your quiver, yeah. So as you look into your quiver, you see like the growths that were in there are significantly more, have grown significantly more, and the tops of them are frayed in a very similar fashion to what a arrow would be made like. They kind of fray off in two directions, upwards and outwards, and the stem is like it's like a very dark green at the moment, but you can see that it's probably going darker than the protrusions of the leaf that look like the feather part of the back end of the arrow. And there are, if I remember how many there are. Where's my items? There seems to be around 15 like of these growths within your quiver. And the longer you look at them, you can actually see them growing. Very slightly, but they're growing.
I'm gonna water them a little bit more.
Sure thing.
And then
yeah, no worries. Jirak, anything from you?
I think Dirac contemplates quite a bit about how he's been.
Shut up!
Oh, okay,
Sorry.
fine, I will.
Sorry, I didn't realise I was
Dirac contemplates like how. I guess he's basically just been following around Clarence all day, and he has just this like immense blind faith in this goddess that he like heard about 2 days ago. I think he sort of just like ruminates on that a little bit, like ponders. Maybe I should follow a god, and is like, nah, that's a bit. Like, I don't think his tribe wasn't very like god fearing. It was just like the sort of the forces of nature that they worship / revered. He thinks, oh, maybe someone like the Changebringer, who are all about just like fate and luck and all that sort of thing. But then he thinks, I'm not a fucking cleric. I don't care. I don't care at all. And then just thinks, okay, I know one thing about gods, and it's that the Scale Tyrant fucking sucks. And then he goes to bed.
No worries. Clarence, anything for you before you sleep?
No, Clarence is just asleep.
Okay, good to know. So, for time and brevity, you each take your turn watching and standing guard as the others take rest. The woods are quiet, but late something begins to make you stir, Clarence. And you feel warm sensation, and a voice. Wake, my child.
Hello?
Wake.
Who's there?
You kind of open your eyes and you can see like this light inches away from you, and a very faint female like outline within this light. You're so close, child. Just a little more.
Stranger danger.
Don't be afraid. You
Are
have called to me nightly in the short time you have learnt of me.
are you the knowing mistress?
I go by many names.
Is one of them the knowing mistress?
Yes, my child.
I've been looking for you.
And are you?
You've been looking for me too?
I look for all my children.
Are
Show
you my
them the
mum?
way. Teach them what they need to learn.
I need to learn self-control.
I believe you already have that in your own way. And she reaches out and places her finger just on the very tip of your nose, and you feel a very warm sensation. She says, "Don't let the rage take control."
I try. I've been trying. I really have.
You have, and you will succeed.
Do you think so?
I know so.
Oh.
And you feel like this, as she removes her finger, you feel like this sharp, like, not painful, but like this energy, like within you, not quite your heart or your body, but almost like your soul. And it kind of boom, boom, boom. She says, "You will be my warrior of the gods." And the light begins to fade.
No, don't go. Oh.
As you kind of rest there and you kind of try to comprehend what's been said and what has just happened, there's a little bit of you that almost feels like angry in a little way, almost similar to what it would usually take for you to go into your frenzy of an attack. But it's not there. It's simply gone. Instead, you feel another energy, something different, something new.
Do I know what it is? Or not yet?
I will tell you in your private chat what it is. You should know what
Okay.
it is.
Is this what we discussed before?
Yeah, hopefully. Otherwise,
Yeah.
I fucked it up. But yeah, hopefully it is what we've discussed.
Cool.
Okay. So, you do fall asleep once again. Goplana, go ahead and roll me a perception check with disadvantage, please.
it. 16.
Okay. Just go find it. Something begins to make you stir in your sleep. And as you kind of peek out, you hear from your bag the noise that you've heard once before.
Oh,
As a gnome-like shadow grows from the blade once again.
You've got to be fucking joking me.
1 sec, I need to remember exactly how many it is. I think it's 1d4.
Should I start rolling a new
So lucky.
now?
Okay, so what do you do?
Run the fuck away!
Okay.
Screaming to all hell.
Okay. I will say it is loud enough to wake everyone up. It's about midnight by this point. And as you do so, you rush out of your tent, screaming. Everyone else wakes up and moves up, like awake, and they each see you, and then they see these two whiz-crack shadows luring out of your tent. And they begin to make their move towards you.
Right, what the fuck has a quicker speed than I do? Because I'm turning into it and running the fuck away. Bye, guys.
I think perhaps that might be a good place to finish.
Where's my beast handbook?